Hello and welcome to the Music Shack Podcast. This is episode number 26. This week you're joined by myself, Bruce.
Ron.
And Ed. Let's get right on into the...
Jump on our billboards.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I'll start us off this week. So for the album 200 chart, we have What You See Is What You Get by Luke Combs, which is why he's number one, because he dropped a new record. Mm-hmm. We have Bruce Springsteen with a new entry titled Letter to You at number 2. Pop Smoke is down to number 3 with Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon, Deluxe. We have Ty Dolla $ign at number 4 with featuring Ty Dolla $ign. I don't understand that album name.
I don't either.
But it's hip-hop, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Number 5, we have Legends Never Die by Juice WRLD.
What do you mean hip-hop doesn't matter, bro?
I didn't say that, now did I?
Let's go! I'm about to flip a table in this.
Wait, no, not this one, not this one.
Not this one,
This
please.
one's an expensive table.
Yeah.
Ed would hate himself later.
I'm pretty good at doing things that I hate myself for later.
Number 6, we have Savage Mode.
For that. Carry on.
We have Savage Mode 2 by 21 Savage and Metro Boom at number 6. The Billboard just updated on me. That's great.
Oh.
Isn't it?
Did anything change?
No. The page just
okay.
reloaded for some reason.
Oh, that's...
At number 7, we have My Turn by Lil Baby. Number 8 is the Hamilton soundtrack. Number 9 is Tickets to My Downfall by Machine Gun Kelly. And number 10 is Harry Styles with Fine Line. He's back to number 10. So, and that is our album 200 chart.
All right. All right. We'll take a look at the artist charts. Right now, Luke Combs is at number 1. Bruce Springsteen, other known as The Boss, all right, number 2. BTS, number 3. Ariana Grande, number 4. Juice WRLD, number 5. May he rest in peace. Harry Styles, number 6. Pop Smoke, number 7. May he also rest in peace. Post Malone's number 8.
Yo.
Drake is number 9. And Morgan Wallen is number 10.
Okay.
All right.
What you got, Bruce, before your phone
All right.
dies?
All right, on the
He has a
Billboard
dead
Hot,
phone.
Billboard Hot 100. For the singles, we got sitting at number 1. We got Positions by Ariana Grande.
Kinky.
At number 2, we got Forever After All by Luke Combs. At number 3, we got Mood by 24K Golden.
Big mood.
At number 4, we got Laugh Now, Cry Later by Drake.
Big mood?
How big we talking over there?
If you're going to say big, bro, you got to say it with your chest.
Big
mood.
Yeah, that's big. At number 5, we got ourselves Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. Still an amazing song.
Yes.
At number 6, we got I Hope by Gabby Barrett.
I'm getting copyright strike.
If we could get a copyright strike on that, that'd be interesting.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But at number 7, we
The
got...
cadence.
There you go.
At
The cadence of the ooh.
Oh, you got it too perfect. They're going to be like, oh, that's from the track. At number 7, we got WAP by Cardi B.
Love me some wet-ass pussy.
Yeah. We got number 8 is Savage Love by Josh685. At number 9, we've got Lemonade by Internet Money. At 10, we've got Holy by Justin Bieber.
All right.
That's what we got on the single Billboard list.
So apparently, Ariana Grande is number 1 on the global charts.
Is she
is
now?
she?
Yes.
I didn't even check
okay.
those. Hold on.
I had that page last up before I went to I refreshed it for mine for the albums, and she's apparently number 1, I think.
I'm loading it up now.
All right.
I didn't even know she dropped anything new.
I didn't either. My coworker apparently listened to her though.
I like some.
I
of her
only
stuff.
found out about it. You know, like that rumor feed when you slide your phone if you have an Android, you slide your phone all the way to the one side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the rumor feed, and there's a rumor about her maybe taking a shot at Pete Davidson.
For what?
He's her ex.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That's the only reason why I even know the song exists.
Gotcha. So she's gonna take the Taylor Swift route.
Hey,
Yo, it worked
yeah, I
though.
was gonna say, it worked for Taylor Swift, so why
Like-
not Ariana Grande?
I mean,
Yeah,
like
basically.
honestly, it fucking worked though.
So, what I'm getting from this is I need to be a female, date some people, break up with them, and then make some songs about them.
Yes. Oh,
Yes.
it can go the other way around too.
I mean, yeah, you could do that. There's been dudes that done it.
Look at 3 Days Grace. You look at My Darkest Days.
You'll be
any-
considered toxic.
Yes,
Extreme.
but it'll work.
Who's ready to make some fucking cash?
All right. So anyway, yeah. Ariana Grande's Positions is number 1 on the global charts.
Is that an album, or is that a song?
This is all songs.
Okay.
Dynamite by BTS is number 2. Number 3 is Mood by 24K Golden and Ian Dior. Number 4 is Forever After All, Luke Combs. Number 5 is Lemonade by Internet Money and Gunna, and I can't see who else is featured on that. Number 6 is Wet Ass Pussy, Cardi B featuring Meg Thee Stallion. Number 7 is Lonely by Justin Bieber and Benny, I think you guys said Blanco?
Yes,
I can't
have
see the
no
rest of the
idea.
name because
that's probably what it
it's
is.
like, yeah.
We need to get a teleprompter,
That would be nice.
just so we could read the features.
Honestly, because it takes too much time clicking it, and then phone wants to lag out because of an ad and shit.
What
and
if,
the
But
website
anyway, that's-
just sucks in general.
That's the top
if
6.
we rotate our phone sideways, does it change anything?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Just how you're looking at your phone.
Good job, man. Very astute. That's a very astute observation.
Oh, it's a good one.
I need an Ed drop for that. Ed,
You need to get the MIDI keyboard hooked up.
honestly though, I need
Bells.
time.
Bells.
Jeez. Fuck you. Fucking bells, alright?
What the fuck are we jumping into next? Albums, right?
Yes. What did everybody bring to the table this week?
I guess I could start us off. I brought along The Human Condition by Blackstone Cherry.
Yes, this is an album I was going to check out on my own without him recommending it because they have a song called White Trash Millionaire
Yes.
that I absolutely fucking love.
So they actually popped up on my feed of just playlist music. Of just when I was just listening, they popped up randomly. And I was like, "Oh man, I really like this song." I started listening to them. The next day, popped up, and it's like, "Oh hey, look, they dropped a new album. I love this entire album. Everyone's got to hear this."
Everyone
Yeah, it
has to
was
hear
it was
this.
okay. I mean, it was very dated in terms of what it sounded like.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
their sound.
That's
I
the
know,
sound.
and
They're-
it's-
they're hard rock and a little bit of country influence because they are from Tennessee
Yeah, it was okay.
or Kentucky. I forget.
One of them.
Doesn't matter. They make good music.
But,
Yeah, I didn't
Shout out
hate
to
it.
them.
I didn't hate it. It's not something I would play like regularly.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably something I'll only hear when you play it, just because it's just what you do.
Yeah.
A lot of the
But-
stuff you listen to I only hear because you play it.
Yeah. But some of my favorite songs off of this album are Ringing in My Head, again, and I'd have to go with The Devil in Your Eyes.
I think I like that one. They did a cover.
Yes, which one was it again? I
I
forget.
can't remember which one it was.
Don't Bring Me Down.
Yes,
They did a pretty good cover of that.
that was a good cover. I like that a lot though.
First listen through of the album, I was like, hey, this is a really good cover. So,
Yes.
There
But-
you go.
but Ringing in My Head and Again are just beautiful. Beautiful. Like, I can't stop singing along to them. Because I got a ringing in my head.
You know what's crazy?
What's that?
I may have been a little too gone
when you played it.
a couple nights ago. I turned off my amp and swore that bitch was still ringing. Like,
Were your bones shaking?
bro, I unplugged the amp and I'm like, why is it still ringing?
Why is it still going off?
God.
Why is it still making noise?
Anyway.
So I gave you guys the new Like Moths to Flames album,
Mhm.
called. Give me 1 second.
He doesn't
Called-
even remember the album he recommended.
Oh my
It's
god.
been a busy week at work. No Eternity in Gold. And it's very much them,
Yes.
and I love it.
The first track, I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
It's a very good album.
It had me hooked from the first track. Like, some albums, they build slowly. Like, the first track, you really can't gauge it. With that, it was just like, I'm locked in.
Yeah.
What else you got for me?
Yeah.
And that is what
I'm
they
here.
that is what they do very well. Like I listen to just about everything they've made, and they have a very unique way of hooking you in with a song.
Yeah, they use full-on hook, line, and sinker.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
You can't turn the album off after you hear one song.
And
You
they've
gotta hear
definitely-
the rest of the album.
yeah, and there's definitely innovation in what they've done, but it's still their sound, which I love, and that's something that's very important with this kind of metal music is you have to keep your sound when you do new stuff and innovate. And I could definitely hear that it was their sound by the end of the album because Spiritual Eclipse, the very last song, starts with that acoustic, and then it goes into their melodic I guess they're kind of power chords. It's very much just their sound with it, and I over his underneath his screams and his singing voice, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, and it's 38 minutes, 11 songs. That's long enough for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially since for what their discography is. So yeah, no, I was very pleased with it.
I was a little thrown off when the album was over because I listened to it after listening to the album I recommended, which
Right.
has a small track list.
Small, quote unquote small.
If you want to
That's
say
why I didn't
that.
recommend any singles this week.
I didn't even get time to go through the whole thing for yours
Yeah.
because I've been working. But what was yours, by the way? Since we're going in there.
Oh, okay. We're going right to it. We don't want to talk about Bring Me the Horizon while we're on the
We will.
topic of rock, or
We
we're
will,
gonna
but-
bring that in later.
We'll get yours out first, and then we'll go
And
on
then
to
we'll
what else we
discuss
have.
that.
All right. So Busta Rhymes dropped Extinction Level Event 2. The Wrath of God!
Yes.
Anyway, I had to say it like that. Sorry.
It demands it you say it like that.
I thought it was a dope album. I really appreciated it because, I'm a fan of Busta Rhymes, and I liked how you got a piece. It felt like you got a piece of each Busta Rhymes throughout the years. On Strap Yourself Down, you get crazy ass 90s coked up. I think coked up. Don't quote me.
Rumor mill.
Well, he'd definitely be able to kick my ass. I don't know if anyone I'd be a dead man. One punch and
Gone.
it's over.
It's all
over.
the power from the coke.
Right. It's all the adrenaline.
God, I'm trying to mop up after myself. Bruce is like, fuck it.
Hey,
No
hey.
safety here.
Full send. Full send. No
Don't
hassle.
worry, I just moved the blame from you onto me.
Yes.
Oh God. Anyway,
You'll both get hit.
so where was I? Yeah.
Busta Rhymes with a coke. That's where you were.
No, I was talking about Strap Yourself Down, where it just sounds absolutely crazy. The way that he's rapping and shit. Out of My Mind is one that I loved off this album. I enjoyed You. It was Busta Rhymes featuring Anderson .Paak.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I really enjoyed the whole album. But again, I'm a fan of his, and I felt like every song felt like you were listening to a different version of Busta.
Yeah.
He gave you everything he could do on this.
Yeah, it was definitely a good album. As for someone that isn't a
Yeah,
fan of
who-
most of the stuff,
That's surprising.
I was
Yeah.
able to go through it without being like, man, I don't like this song at all.
Yeah.
The Don and the Boss
Mm-hmm.
threw me way off because I've heard Busta do a Jamaican accent.
Yeah.
I don't know what they did audibly. It almost sounded like Popcan or Popcorn.
Huh.
The one voice was obviously Busta's. It was deep. It still sounded Jamaican, but it was obviously
Right.
the other voice he did on that was high pitched and it sounded like Popcorn's, and it sounded like they're using a filter on that. But
There's probably some auto tuning going,
yeah. But I thought that was sick.
or pitch shifting maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't get time to go through the entirety of it. I got through a couple songs. Personally, I was at the beginning of it. It kind of bored me.
Yeah, the intro is weird.
The
It's
intro's
dope. You get Rakim. But
yeah, it's weird, and it just felt too long and unnecessary for me. So I was like, I have no interest in going through any more,
yeah,
even if I had the time.
yeah, the intro's odd and
Yeah,
too long.
Yeah, because it's
in
like
all honesty.
it's like 2 songs worth, and I'm like, it's still the intro.
Yeah.
But it's an 8-minute piece.
like you got like half of Genesis read out.
Yeah, it's an 8-minute song, but it's still the intro. And it was like, that's way too much.
Oh, fucking! What I thought was dope is you got Chris Rock throughout the album,
Yeah.
just screaming random shit about Busta Rhymes.
I mean, it's Chris Rock. That's what he does.
And at the end of Satanic, he ends it on like a crazy note. I'll play it for you at the end of the podcast, since you don't know. Did you hear the whole album?
Not the entire thing.
Okay, the last track on the album ends with the craziest fucking rant I ever heard Chris Rock go on.
Okay.
All right.
It's like, you're almost uncomfortable.
Oh. All right.
All right. But yeah.
So yeah, since you mentioned it, we're gonna talk about it. We were gonna talk about it anyway.
All
Of
right.
course we were.
I'm pulling up something else though.
All right,
What
so-
the album I wanted to give, and I was going to, but I had when I went to like, I went in my library and I had forgot that like Moss the Flames was coming out.
you had a better priority.
Yeah. So when I saw that like Moss the Flames dropped No Eternity in Gold, I was like, fuck yeah, that's what we're having. And I also realized that Bring Me the Horizon dropped Post-Human Survival Horror. I was like, oh shit.
Such a good album.
Least
Yeah.
favorite song on the album?
Ludens.
What? How'd you know? It's like you're head, bro.
Though as much as I don't like Ludens,
It actually sounded better on this for some reason.
yes, I was gonna say the same thing because it with everything around it, it makes it better.
It gives it
Yeah.
it gives it more context.
Yeah, which is actually I was glad it did that. I thought it was going to, because like I told you, like I thought the album was gonna be more of that hardcore, like that metalcore, hardcore with electronic stuff.
Yeah.
and that's really what it was.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I love Kingslayer.
Yes.
Fucking
Gotta agree.
I gotta say, I was confused at one point because the song right before it, at the end of that song, they start saying, "I want to be a Kingslayer." And I'm like, wait a second, that's not the song. And I was looking at my phone and I was like, wait, is YouTube giving me the wrong titles for these songs?
Yeah,
I was
it's
like,
a
no,
little weird.
okay.
Yeah, Itch for the Cure. I love that title play, by the way, because I'm pretty sure it pays
Alluding
homage.
to Cure for an Itch.
Yeah, so
Yes.
Cure for the Itch. So I like that, by the way. But like it led into Kingslayer so perfectly, and then I also love One by One. And on the last song, which I can't see the title of because it's too long for the text limit or the text box limit on Apple, features I believe it's Amy Lee, who is the singer for Evanescence.
Okay.
So yeah, and I think Ed's got
He's
something.
got
So
the-
he's reading the title for the song.
Jesus Christ,
He's
bro.
got
Is
the-
there even a... Alright, I gotta
Yeah.
look it up by itself.
Yes.
He had the teleprompter on, but it was still going too slow.
But yeah. So while he's doing that,
Jeez.
fun fact about that final song is that the only reason
She sued the balls off of him.
yes, that is the only reason that collaboration happened. They were
Oh?
yes for there was a song on Ammo that I can't remember the name of. I think it's Nihilistic Blues. Yes, Nihilistic Blues. She was gonna sue Bring Me the Horizon over that song because they apparently pulled her voice from from one of her songs and used the lyric as well.
Oh, okay.
And then her I think it's her manager was dealing with their manager, and they're like, yeah, no, she doesn't actually want to sue you. She just wanted to get your attention so she can collab with you on a song. And then we got the final song on Post-Human.
It worked.
It did, and it was awesome. It actually helped her through a writer's block that she was going through.
Oh, that's always good.
So,
It's
yeah,
always good to be able to get through those.
that's why that collaboration happened.
All right.
And there's also another controversy. Apparently, Bring Me the Horizon is being called out by another band, and I can't remember who's doing it.
Deftones.
Yes. Apparently, they pulled something from a Deftones song as well on this album.
So
I don't know what.
So either
They
we'll see
lifted a riff, apparently. They lifted a
They,
riff.
they
off
did
of
this so they could work with Deftones on their next album.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theory time. Hey,
So-
watch that happen too.
So yeah, it's like we get either one or two things from this. Either we get a lawsuit in there, or we get another collaboration.
Yeah, watch it happen too. That's gonna be great.
It'd be awesome. If that's all it takes to get someone to collaborate with you, I'm gonna make an album with just purely stolen music.
It don't work that way because otherwise Juice WRLD would have collabed with Coldplay.
Yes.
Mm,
And
there goes my dreams.
Nick Nocturnal. I was watching his.
That's what I'm here for, bro. I'm just here to spoil dreams.
I was watching Nick Nocturnal's reaction to the whole album because he did a reaction for every song,
Yeah.
including "Itch for the Cure," which is like a little interlude thing.
Mm-hmm.
His reaction was great. It was fantastic because he was laughing. He was mind blown the entire time and impressed all at once with every song. It was awesome. Especially Kingslayer because it baby metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes from brutality to J-pop, and it goes back.
Yeah.
Like
It was a weird thing to happen when you're just listening and not paying too much attention.
Yes.
But it still fit.
I said, I love this album. Nick went to go on and call it album of the year, but I think part of that is just him being him and being funny. But I also think he's being semi-serious,
Yeah.
and I'm inclined to agree. Not album for the year, but at least album of the year for hard rock. I'm inclined. There are better ones for sure, but I'm inclined to put that up there.
Nominate it.
Yeah.
We'll have this discussion at the end of the year.
Yes.
Yeah.
I strongly disagree. I like the album, but I personally disagree. By the
Yeah.
way, it's One Day Only the Butterflies will... oh, okay. All right, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not reading it. I'm not reading it. Fine. Notify me while I'm trying to read something. Thank you. All right. It's too long, okay? It
Yeah,
has
it
something
is
to do
long.
with, one day only the butterflies will
We'll do something.
be inside your chest as you march to your death. That is the
That is-
gist of the name.
That is, yeah.
Right?
I can't believe I had to give a gist of a song name.
That was a doozy.
It's like early 2000s Fall Out Boy.
Oh my god.
It's like early Fall Out Boy
Although-
and Panic. With the
So
long title name.
Though we are talking about the band, okay, that dropped an album called There Is a Hell for I Seen It, There's a Heaven, Let's Keep It a Secret.
Yep.
So, we are talking about that band.
And while we're on the topic of long names, I
Oh.
got a single that I can tell you guys about.
And I got
Oh.
short names after this.
Yes, I did see that.
So, a drop from Rob Zombie,
What?
The Triumph of King Freak, A Crypt of Preservation and Superstition.
Yeah.
That's a short song name. Carry on.
But yeah, that it's a pretty good track.
Okay.
I mean, it's Rob Zombie.
It's a little more similar to his later stuff. Which is,
Yeah,
which
that's
is
kind of
good.
where he's staying a little bit, which is,
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine. I
It
like
works.
his.
It works for him.
Yeah. And then I also gave you guys, since you brought up singles.
I had an album by
Hmm?
another UK artist that I listened to.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Yes.
another one?
Yeah.
what'd you have?
Dizzy Rascal. Okay? Dropped E3 as fuck. Actually, it's not as fuck. It's AF.
Right.
But you can
Okay.
assume what the fuck it means, alright?
Mhm.
But
What else
You
would
have
I
too
mean?
much energy, Ed.
I really do,
He doesn't
man.
have enough. He has not enough.
I don't even
No,
know why I have
you don't
so
have
much.
enough because you never have enough.
I have so much, I just can't use it.
Yes, it comes in waves.
Some of my favorites off the album was Love Life, Live Large,
Mm-hmm.
and East Side. But I heavily enjoyed the album. Tons of energy, which is what you get from the grime scene.
Yeah.
It's energy.
Until they get shot or arrested.
No. I say grime. I didn't say drill. There's a difference. Grime artists tend to get stabbed, unfortunately. Like, I was watching an interview with Wiley,
Mm-hmm.
and Wiley was talking about being stabbed like 7 times over the course of 3 weeks. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Where do you go?
Where do you go and who do you piss off?
And like you're one of the highest paid grime artists out there. Like you have your own like industry music that you make outside of the grime scene, like that pays you. Like you can't afford bodyguards.
Right?
Like God,
I don't
Yeah.
need those.
who needs bodyguards, bro?
Right? Paleface also dropped Chapter 3, the last selection, which is the song "Curse Us" that I gave you guys. I think it was last week.
Are they pale because like they refuse to go outside, or are they pale because they're vampires?
Yes.
Okay, there we
Because
go.
both apply to the same thing. No, I didn't get the. I didn't
Do
get
they make the snow look dark? Are they that pale?
I didn't get through the whole thing because I was on my way to work when I was listening to it. But it's really good. It's deathcore
Okay.
mixed with slam metal.
Now, I know what deathcore is. What is
Can
slam
you
metal?
explain a little bit?
So, a good example is the song "Curse Us." There's points where it's like it's chunky, but it like keeps hitting you with snare and kick drum,
Okay.
just like repeatedly.
Like on timing with house music almost.
On timing with the way it like the cadence of the voice is the cadence of the music at times,
Oh, okay.
and just like it hits you like
Oh.
one.
So like house music.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Okay.
Exactly like that.
All right.
Certain points and certain songs do it, and it's like it's slam mixed with deathcore, and it's really cool.
Okay.
Not something I hear a lot usually, or ever. So it was nice to have that change. I actually like it a lot. I want more of that.
I'll be sure to put in the description. Ed bangs on the table.
And Termina dropped a new single called "Desolate Spectre," which is completely just deathcore and like / death metal, and it's really good. I love Termina. Nick Nocturnal's band. They actually hit #1 for streaming, I think on Spotify.
Really?
Yeah,
Ah.
it was nuts. Which like within that day, I
Within
think
a
it was.
day?
I think it was within that day or within the first 2 days of the song being out.
They gotta have some
Damn.
serious licks though. Having Nick as their guitars.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's him and Andy Sizek.
Sounds like the shit that I'd listen to and just stare at my guitars in my hands like, why can't you just do this?
Actually, you would.
No, anytime I see you show me a video of Nick playing guitar, I just go,
Why can't I do this?
Why must my fingers be sausages?
why? Why you don't work like that?
Yeah, no, dude's insanely talented. I love it. So I'm excited for when they are dropping an album. I know they're dropping an album. I've seen files on his computer that he's shown off of like work in progress tracks, and it's a full album's worth, and I can't wait.
Like album of the year or flop? Yo, I was gonna work it into the podcast. I was gonna work it into the podcast.
Oh god!
Don't,
I finally
please.
found a spot to work that in. Let's go.
God,
Please
it's
don't.
We're not gonna explain the flop joke, but anyway, let's carry on. Oh god. We're not explaining that.
They don't need
I
context.
don't need to die twice within the hour,
Oh,
please.
God.
It's not as funny the second time around. Anyway.
It's not.
No. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have. As for what I
shit.
have for the table this week. Unless you guys have any other singles, I think we can move on.
I got nothing.
Ed didn't give us any.
I gave you an album that had 30 tracks on it almost.
I know. I wanted to see if you had something else to pull out of your hat.
I didn't feel like dropping a single because I felt bad.
Doesn't mean you don't have any.
Oh, actually, I really don't. I was
Okay.
I was fucking with the with Dizzy's album and Busta's album, and when we move on the shit we've been fucking with, I got a list there.
Okay.
So
All right.
Do you have any singles, Bruce?
I do not.
All right.
it's
All I
Bruce
had-
we're talking about.
All I had was Rob Zombie.
Okay. Works. So yeah, moving on into
shit
we've been talking
about. Yo, Ron, you got too much energy tonight. You gotta tone it down.
what
Yeah.
energy. I never have any.
Ed, I think you need to turn Ron down a little bit. He's too loud.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Oh, cool.
Now he's just gone.
Well, Here we are.
So I guess I could start us off because obviously
Our weekly mic muting.
Yes.
Yes.
That happens to be mine for some reason.
Whoa. No. I muted his the other week. Or no. Or was it yours?
I think you muted him again.
Yep. Thanks, Ed.
No problem, bro.
But what I've been fucking with is a lot of Disturbed,
As usual.
a lot of System of a Down,
As usual.
as usual, a lot of Dragon Force, and
As is
I
usual.
mean a lot of Dragon Force.
That's not a surprise.
Like my past few days have been nothing but Dragon Force, and had a bunch of Blackstone Cherry. Obviously, like I said earlier, I was listening to them a fuck ton on Thursday, and then they dropped their album on Friday, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And that's about it. That's all I
Yeah.
had.
When Bruce says he listens to a fuck ton of Dragon Force, he means it.
I know this.
Because when he started getting into power metal, like on his own,
He's obsessed with the fucking shit. Anyway,
But I'll tell you, the one day I listened to every single song Dragon Force has ever made.
I believe this.
There's a lot.
he did it for like a month straight.
Power metal is too goddamn good.
I mean,
What other genre of music do you get the upbeat energy, the fucking beautiful riffs, and the energy to say you're going to slay a dragon and fuck it too?
He's got a point.
while recovering from weekends, normally Monday would be a marathon of Bring Me the Horizon from Suicide Season to That's the Spirit. Everything that falls in between.
Yeah, that's fair.
That was my Mondays because that was the only way I was getting through with the fucking hangover.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been going through a lot of my library that I don't listen to a whole lot.
Okay.
So it's
Ooh.
been
The D list.
not even the D list, just stuff that I've had on the back burner that I just haven't played. So it's been Fall Out Boy. It's been some Linkin Park. I've been going through. Give me a second. I've been going through Wage War again a little bit just because it's Wage War. I love Wage War. Hello.
I was sitting over here watching Ed turn knobs, and he just wasn't getting the right thing. It was funny just watch him and just spin it and just get nothing.
Yeah.
Well, no, I actually accidentally spin it off the track. You know,
Oh, good job. Again, you hit the microphone. You always hit the microphone.
but do you know what it said about my mother? Like, I know you didn't hear it because it didn't say it into itself, but it said some heinous things about my mom, okay?
All right, we got it added to the counter. We just started. How many times has Ed hit his microphone?
Yes.
All right, well, it happens once, about
Once or twice an episode.
Twice per episode. This is episode 26. That was probably number 51.
All right.
If you
we're gonna be
if you had to guesstimate.
If you have to guesstimate. There's been episodes where I hit it more, there's been episodes where I hit it less, but,
Yeah.
You hit the mixer that time.
well, that's because the damn thing's in the way, okay?
How is he supposed to hit his microphone when there's a mixer in the way?
All right, let's get back on topic,
Yes.
shall we?
What was our topic?
We've been fucking with.
Oh.
But yeah, so like I said, Wage War, some Fall Out Boy, some more early 2000s stuff, mid 2000s as well. Crossfade, the only song I have on here is So Cold, but that's because I like that one, and I know that one from growing up.
And it's cold out, so.
Yes.
Because baby, it's cold outside.
No, we're not going there.
Yeah, you're right. How are we gonna do this when people start releasing Christmas music?
We're not.
right.
We're taking a holiday.
For a month.
All right, cool.
Well, no. We'll be just talking about. We'll be having debates about albums of the year and this, that, and the other thing. Just completely ignoring that Christmas music exists. That's what we're going to be doing.
All right, cool. Except for that one Christmas song that's actually good.
Okay.
Which one? Because the only one that I will recommend is Christmas in Hollywood.
It's Christmas in Hollywood. Yeah.
I will be playing that not nonstop throughout December, but like periodically through December.
I was gonna say satanic metal cover of Last Christmas.
Oh,
Okay.
are you telling me Ghost is coming out with that then?
I wish.
That would be great.
I really wish.
Ghost.
That would be awesome.
Be even better.
what else have I been listening to? A little bit of Eve 6 because Inside Out's one of my favorite songs. Famous Last Words I've been playing a little bit recently at work on my lunch breaks. Mainly the instrumental of Two-Faced Charade. Because I love the instrumentals they have. I was playing a little bit of Make Them Suffer. Fucking From Ashes to New with their first album, which is Day One. I still love I love their original album. I think it's some of their best work. They're pretty much their best work at the moment. But like their first album, I don't think you can really beat, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Just because I love the energy and the anger that comes out of it, especially with like Through It All, Face the Day, You Only Die Once.
Prove it.
And they have a song on it called The Last Time featuring Deuce, who was formerly in Hollywood Undead. And I actually like Deuce on this song a lot, just because. But yeah, no, Day One, that's their album that they released first. I love it. I listened to Avril Lavigne for a split second last night.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in a weird mood last night when I was online with my with some of my clanmates in Destiny. Don't know why.
Bruce has no upcoming albums officially.
Oh, okay.
Or news.
I was starting to look it up, and I was like, okay, I got 9%. I can find this. Oh, never mind.
Dead. Just dead. So yeah, that's kind of where I've been trying to go through of what I have and what I haven't listened to a whole lot of in a while. So I'm trying to spice it up a little bit. My Darkest Days was for today, on my way to work and on my break and on my way home.
Okay.
So I've been in that mood. Yeah, that's pretty much about it.
Alrighty then.
Alright. So what is it? I was listening to a lot of JID, a lot of Wu-Tang.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is about like this time of year. I think maybe it's from hockey. Like like no, because I listened to a lot of like Slipknot and Wu-Tang this time of year to get me ready for like hockey games and shit. And like, you know, now I kind of drifted away from like metal. I still listen to it, but not as heavily. Mm-hmm. It's not like my go-to every day. But yeah, so I was bumping a whole lot of fucking Wu-Tang. Fucking what else was?
Have you tried aluminum? That's a light metal.
I was listening to Pusha T. And today I woke up in a mood to listen to some Juicy J.
That is a weird name.
Okay.
Do you know any music by Juicy J?
I probably do in passing.
Okay.
Would you like to enlighten us a little bit?
After the pod, if y'all can deal with that. All right.
All right.
Well, I don't have work tomorrow.
Strippers. All right.
So.
All right, let's put it this way. He said in one of his songs, it ain't a strip club if they ain't showing pussy, okay? Anyway.
Usually gotta pay extra for that. Usually gotta pay extra for that.
That sounds like he's bragging at that point.
Right.
He's he's a stoner from fucking Memphis that loves rapping about strippers.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah.
At least he's good at something.
I mean, some people want to say he's like one of the legends of down south hip hop. The saying "shut the fuck up."
That comes from him.
That comes from him.
Okay.
So like, anytime you hear his track start and they're like "shut the fuck up," there's that big hit that ASAP Ferg had a while back, where he was saying suck a dick or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that came from Juicy.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
interesting.
Yeah. No, he's a legend of, you know, according to some people. I personally think he's one of the legends of the South, but
all right.
Biased opinion. That's what they come here for. Biased opinions.
What else are they going to come here for? Well created opinions,
semi-articulated like reviews
with well-informed thoughts.
Right.
Yeah, that's why we have three people who look at things totally different.
Exactly.
So you can get one view on things.
The other two don't matter.
Yes, my view counts. The other two don't listen to him.
Okay, Trump.
Whoa.
We're gonna go there.
If we are, political news, I've read today, officially Kanye West has conceded the election.
Again.
His name was on the ballot in a few states because for whatever reason, he failed to communicate to a few states that he wasn't still... So his name was on the ballot in a few states. According to him, he got 60,000 votes. According to him.
Wow.
Don't know if it's true or not. Didn't really look into it.
When this is all said and done, I want to see if that actually is true.
Yes, honestly, yes.
that piques my interest.
Okay.
It's one of the things that I'll be looking at. I'll be like, okay, cool. This is who we're stuck with for the next 4 years.
But Kanye
Where
West.
did Kanye West place? Like,
where's he at on the list here?
It's like he plays better than this person, but worse than them.
Right?
see, when you don't believe that like you're gonna make the age of 30, like you just don't give a fuck.
Apparently.
So anyway, I'll be gone before the end of the presidency. So what the fuck do I care?
Moving on, we have
shit.
you want to go into news or upcomings? Because I have some news, I just don't know a whole lot about what's going on. But I do have some.
You're just gonna read the headline and not give us any substance.
More or less, I didn't have time to look at anything. What do you want from me?
Edit point. Anyway.
It's an edit point that probably won't get edited out.
It's not getting edited out.
Nope.
No, 'cause that was actually funny.
It
Alright,
was.
I'll start off with my news. I got Jack Squat.
All right. Jack squatted?
I would have had something for you, but I got Jack.
He was
phone
in a
sucks.
commercial.
No, it's just I forgot to charge it.
No, your phone sucks.
Well, that too. I need to upgrade,
Yes.
but I forgot to charge
What
it.
about you, Ed? Got anything?
Outside of Kanye West, no.
Okay.
Looking as we speak, but no.
Apparently, Chris Fenn, the former percussionist for Slipknot,
Okay.
has dropped the lawsuit that he had.
Percussionist in what matter? Because there was like 3 of them.
He was one of the oil drum guys.
Okay.
He finally dropped the lawsuit. I don't know why. I don't know if they came to a conclusion as to whether or not to drop it, or if he just dropped it because he wasn't getting anywhere.
Yeah, because I was just wondering, because I know that they got one guy who plays like a stand-up drum. They got another guy that bangs on a keg. That's what it looks like. And they got a drummer. So
Yeah.
you say percussionist, and I'm like, which one? There's 3.
Yeah. There's a lot. I think how many are in that group again? 9 or 6? I forget the number. I think it's 6. It's either 6 or 9.
If they carried guns, they'd be called a militia.
Yes. Because they have Corey, they have 2 guitarists, they have the bassist, and then they have the drummer, and then they have 2 percussion. So I think there's 8 or 9. So yeah, there's a lot. That is a.
Well, alright.
That is. I always forget that they're a stacked ass group. Like they're one of the largest metal bands, if not the largest.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
That's something I've just learned. That's news to me.
Wow. They're really good live though. I miss concerts, dude. Fucking.
One of these days.
I can't wait for Hella Mega. Hopefully,
Oh my god,
So-
I can't wait either.
those tickets are gonna be good.
According to Billboard, the baby lost his older brother. His brother suffered a gunshot wound and was confirmed to have passed.
Ooh, that sucks.
Yeah.
We also had Sean Connery die.
Yeah.
Sean Connery. He's apparently the quintessential James Bond. He passed away earlier this week, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My boss was talking about him. I was like,
So that's unfortunate too.
He played a lot of roles.
Yes.
I'm such a movie buff. I didn't know who he was until after he passed.
It's one of those things where
I
He
really don't
plays a
like
good-
movies.
he played a good character in every movie he did, but like wasn't a super memorable one. But you look at him and you're like, oh yeah, that's him. So
Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons apparently disses Dave Grohl. Says he's not a rock legend like Kiss.
I think I saw something about that.
Gene Simmons is out there. He's out there.
It's Gene Simmons.
I'm saying he's out there.
Didn't he have like didn't he like used to run around with a tongue extension?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
I'm
all you
saying
need
he's
to
out
know.
there.
it's rock and roll, baby.
Yeah.
Nothing but it.
But yeah. That's what I got for news.
All right. Oh. The Foo Fighters may be teasing a new album.
Ooh.
Couldn't care less, really.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Foo Fighters fan. I don't know about that.
All right. Want to move on to upcoming?
Let's.
All right, let's flex on Bruce with our working phones.
Yeah, go right ahead. I'm just gonna get a whole ass computer ready for this next week.
Buy a brand new laptop.
No, I'm gonna build one out of spare
Gonna
parts.
build a plan.
Yo!
I'm gonna come in here with a suitcase and be like, "All right, guys, I got my news."
I got this shit now, bitches.
And it's only for news.
Only for news.
It'll be for nothing else.
I'm gonna have a typewriter.
News and nudes.
Well,
No, actually,
now you're onto something.
I like how you're thinking. I was gonna say I'll just get a typewriter.
That'll work.
Shit. When's the 10th? I was just.
Wow, that's Tuesday.
That's Tuesday.
Yes.
No, that's,
All right.
I think it's. Next,
I'll bring that up as well
I
then.
think that's next Friday. Actually,
No, it's next Tuesday. Want to know how I know?
how do you know?
Because Destiny 2 Beyond Light drops on the 10th.
You know it
So
drops.
does the new Xbox.
You know it drops on the 6th.
I know, it dropped on the 6th.
I would check,
Demons are us.
I would
Oh?
check the calendar.
It's
to try
by
to figure out.
Doughboy and Southside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please tell me it's spelled like Toys R Us, like in that manogram.
Yeah.
That manner.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's all I needed.
Yeah.
Demons are us.
And on the 10th, which is Tuesday, is
As Ed tries to figure out how to
You know, I'm
pronounce the
good.
word.
I'm good, dude. My dyslexia is acting up today. I ain't smoked yet. I'm good. Oh, what the fuck? All right, carry on.
My wayward son.
There will
There'll
be
be-
peace.
When you are done. Copyright strike. Woo!
Let's
Yay!
go. So I have for November 6th, Alter Bridge with Walk the Sky 2.0 EP.
Bro, why would you want to walk the sky, though?
Ask them. Ask Slash.
Maybe,
That's who's in Alter Bridge.
maybe they'll give us the answers.
That's where Slash went to?
Yeah.
No shit.
They're a hard rock alternative. They're okay. I don't like Alter Bridge too much. I might like them now more than I did like 3 years ago, but I didn't care for them when I heard them initially. Belfagor.
What?
Yeah. They're coming out with...
Oh, this is the Swedish disease list. I forgot.
They're coming out with Necrodemon Terrasathan re-release.
Yeah, that's definitely a Swedish disease.
Yes. Deluge is coming out with Ego Templo. We have Eternal Idol with Renaissance. Fate's Warning with Long Day, Good Night, which I'm actually intrigued about. We have Orianthe coming out with O.
Oh,
Literally just the letter O.
okay.
Perry Farrell is coming out with the Glitz the Glamour box set.
Gotta love glam rock.
What's not to love?
We have Solstafir coming out with Endless Twilight of Codependent Love. More long titles. We're titling this episode long titles.
No, we're gonna give this one a really long title.
Yes. Surma is coming out with The Light Within. Tarha is coming out with From Spirits and Ghosts, Score for a Dark Christmas re-release. And Tesseract is coming out with Altered State re-release. So yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And if anything else pops up in my surprise feed on like tomorrow, then we'll have more. But as far as I know, this is all coming out. And as this is all slated for November 6th, which is a Friday, which will win. Hopefully, this will be uploaded.
It's when it will be uploaded around. I've been on that shit.
Yeah, he's good like that.
I've been good like that.
Yeah. And I believe that wraps up episode 26 of the Music Shack podcast.
I believe it does.
Thank you guys for joining every week as you do. If you're still here, anybody who's new, if you like this, go listen to our other episodes. We have plenty more music that we talked about that we still listen to every now and again. So feel free to go listen to those, and we encourage you to do that to hear more stuff.
Yes.
Just because that's what we're here to do. We're here to bring to the table more stuff that people can go listen to, find new things. So yeah, if you're new, please go check out the other stuff that we've recorded and put out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I said, as always, we'll see you again next week. Thank you, and thank you for listening, and enjoy all the noise that we bring you.
Yes.
And all the noise you listen to in your own time.
Yep. And as I say every week, peace, love, unity, respect, one love, mosh and rave responsibly.
If you happen to do so.
Yes. Yeah, COVID warning.
Disclaimer.
COVID disclaimer.
Just remember to stay 6
Moshing and
feet.
raving cannot be done.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just bring a 6-foot pole for the mosh pits.
There you go.
6-foot pole and a hazmat suit, and you're good.
Yeah. Hell yeah, bro.
Actually, I think a 6-foot pole would cause a mosh pit to be a lot more deadly
Probably.
than just having a mess load of COVID patients just moshing together.
You'd have a kebab.
I didn't say sharpen the motherfucker.
You don't have to.
Damn.
You give it a force, anything that's blunt can be a weapon.
This guy, dude.
Anything's a weapon.
I'm not encouraging anything, by the way.
Yo,
but
you're not
I'm just-
encouraging anything.
No, I'm just stating a fact.
But fare thee well, our good viewers. Oh, I just shat myself.